All right, way behind on making a YouTube video. Let me tell you that right off the bat. Been very, very busy doing a lot of things, baseball with the kids and my full-time job and all that kind of fun stuff. But Texas promulgated contract forms was the last thing that I had to finish. I can tell you when I hit this, I was exhausted about being on the computer. I was exhausted about studying, and I really rushed through it the first time. And if you've watched my videos, the past few I've rushed through the first time and ended up failing. I think I did a 58 is what I did on this first test. So I had to go back through the whole course again and ended up getting a 70 when it was all said and done. It's not the easiest one by any means. And I think when you tie into the fact of you're sick of being on the computer and you're sick of doing it, it really makes it a whole lot worse. I'm making this video 4 or 5 months late. I don't know, you'll see that I uploaded this coming in July, but I finished this at the end of January, the very 1st of February. And I made a lot of notes on what I went through that I wanted to discuss on the video so I could really kind of be helpful. Again, with mine, the biggest issue ended up being that my Real Estate Express books did not quite match what was on the content that was on the computer. When you get into it, there's a lot of trick questions. You know, what forms does TREC have for different scenarios, such as deed contracts and all that kind of stuff? And so it's kind of like they're more tricking you in some of these questions than what they were in the past ones. It was kind of a harder one for me. I guess, like I said, a lot of times it's because I rushed through doing it, so therefore I had to do it again. Really, the biggest thing on all these is utilize all the information that you possibly can use and have to really study for these tests. You know, go through all your little chapter quizzes, go through and do your Quizlets online, write down the answers or the questions as you go through the first test so you don't miss those questions again. I think I saw 3 or 4 that were on the second test that I knew that I missed on the first test. And I think that's why I ended up passing when it was all said and done. A lot of times I end up telling people, and I get a lot of feedback on my YouTube channel or YouTube subscribers saying that there's no way you can blow through these. You know, the reality is, and what throws a lot of folks off is I say I blow through these courses, I highlight and I play them to where they talk to me online, as well as I read them and I mark them through my books. So I'm really covering all the information that's really, really important. I quite literally can go through these in 10 to 15 days. And this is me really working two hours or so per night on my days off, maybe do 3 hours or 4 hours. So I cover the information pretty quick. But make no mistake, it isn't just this is what I'm doing in 2 weeks. You know, if I get free time at work, I have my phone out and I'm going through the Quizlets. If I got free time at home or we're all watching a show here at home, I go through the Quizlets and do the little quiz tests, and I go through my book and read all this kind of stuff. I might just spend a couple hours on the computer doing this, but I truthfully spend a ton of time studying. And so it's really on how fast that you want to get things done and how well you learn. Like I said, there's not one of these tests that I've gone through that I passed with flying colors. I didn't get a B on anything. I don't think I got over 75 on any of my tests. And so some tests maybe seem a little harder than others. And so it's really kind of the questions that it kind of kicks out for you. Again, with these, this kind of test on this one, it really stumped me. Again, a lot of times I was wore out of doing this. So really just stay strong with it, knowing that you're at the end of it at this point in time when you're doing the contract forms, knowing that it is all about done. That is going to be what pushes you through on this one. And that is what's going to keep you motivated. You just got to finish. You got to get past this point. You know what I mean? My next video, I did take my real estate license test. I did the national and the state exam. I'm a realtor. In fact, I've got 4 houses that I'm dealing with as of right now. And so, but if you want to know about the national and state exam, look for my next video that I'm about to post probably right after this one. And that way I can give you some ideas on that one as well. Thank y'all for following me, and thank y'all for letting me know what I'm doing that can kind of help. And it's been good enough for me and overwhelming enough for me that I'm making my wife go through it right now. So we'll see how all that goes, and I'll update y'all as we go. Thanks. Bye.